My dad, Wop May, was a pilot. He had learned to fly a few weeks before, had 33 hours in his logbook, and April 21st was going to be his first flight in combat. And his squadron, the 209 Squadron, took off. He'd been instructed by his flight commander, Roy Brown, not to get involved in any fighting. If we saw anything, just stay up on top, watch what was going on, and don't engage any other aircraft. They took off, flying along, and all of a sudden they met another group of flyers from the Luftwaffe, the German Air Force, and the dogfight ensued. And my dad was doing what he was told. He stayed up on top, did not do anything foolish until a bright blue Fokker triplane flew below him, and he thought, well, I can get that one. So he dove on it, took a shot, missed it, and followed it down into the middle of the dogfight. And all of a sudden he found himself fully engrossed in a dogfight. He said, told me that aircraft were flying very, very close to him. He thought people were going to run into him. Everywhere he looked, there seemed to be an aircraft shooting at him. So what he did was he opened up his guns, put the aircraft into a tight turn, and started shooting. And his guns immediately jammed, so now he's not only in a dogfight, he's got no way to do anything. Right. So what he did was spin the aircraft down into the Somme River Valley and head back towards the airbase of Breton. He was flying along the Somme Canal at quite low. In fact, his wheels touched the water at one point, and all of a sudden behind him bullets started appearing into his wings. And he looked back and there's an aircraft on his tail. He didn't know who it was. He said that if he had known who was chasing him, he'd have died from fright. And who was chasing him was Baron Manfred von Richthofen, the famous Red Baron, who had shot down 80 Allied aircraft up to the evening before. And so my dad flew along the canal and decided to leave the canal. He went through the town of Vaux, or Vaux-sur-Somme as it's called now, at below rooftop level actually. An observer on a rooftop said 2 aircraft passed below me going down the street. He turned, at the end of the street was a church, and he snuck around the edge of that, and at that point Roy Brown got into the action, my dad's flight commander. So he dove down, took a few shots. Apparently one of the bullets from Roy's aircraft hit the Bible in the Red Baron's pocket, which I guess caused him to look back and see there's another aircraft there. So he broke off the chase and was shot by ground fire and landed in a field and died talking to a British soldier.